If you have a collection of really good scientists, then they impart an ethos of high-quality research.
My professors are experts in the field, and definitely I'd like to stay with them and work with them in the future.
It's really a good experience, and it actually makes you want to stay in science and continue doing what you're doing.
Science is incredibly deeply steeped in innovation, thinking beyond the normal boundaries, and having students and staff that come from very different disciplines has really promoted that diversity of thinking in an amazing way.
Well, the institute that I'm in is one of the best actually in the world. So for me, that's why I actually came.
As a university in a developing world environment, we have to be relevant to the country.
I don't think it's possible to live in the country and not be affected by what is going on around us.
Normally what we tend to do, especially in the sciences, is we only teach from a very geotechnical perspective, which is fine, but I try and do that mixture, which hopefully enables students also to look outside of themselves and when they're driving around and living their lives, to be a little bit more sensitive to what's happening.
This transdisciplinary research has a very strong focus on working science with society rather than science for society.
Our future as society will depend on whether we can provide affordable and nutritious food for our nation.
Through our research program, we are trying to harness the potential of this country.
There is a potential for taking microbial genes for desiccation tolerance and putting them back into something like plant species, enhancing their resistance to drought, for example, which would be of considerable significance in terms of agriculture.
One of these molecules that I've mainly focused on in my research life is actually the main treatment for prostatic cancer.
I always wanted to get here because of the standards here, that if I get my degree here, then I'm going to be recognized around the world.
When you walk through the corridors of our world-renowned laboratories, you can really feel the energy and the passion. You can almost see a hunger in our scientists to partake in discovering the next breakthrough in science.
So doing this theoretical research, try to understand theoretically, for instance, where mass comes from, will help us understand those bigger questions. What is our place in, and when I mean our, I mean we and our planets, our stars, the stars we see, the galaxies we see. What is the place of all this matter in the bigger picture?
That's the excitement of science, is that if you're at the cutting edge, you know that you are the first person to do it, and that high, there's nothing like it, is to know that kind of aha moment of, yes, I've answered the question. And I think that is happening in many research groups across the campus.